Hello, my wonderful people. The Biafran family is here. Another blockbuster here, another headline. And as I promised you, as I promised us earlier, there's what? No cause for alarm and no dull moment. Make on see waiting they happen. There's another evil plans from the Fulani government of Nigeria, FGN, to turn or rally against the IPOB. I mean, they want to turn the biafrans against the IPOB. That is what the government is planning now. And they have also have a secret plan to increase the insecurity in the southeast. In other words, making what their plans to come real. They want to use a strike against all the whole southeastern states that are peaceful. The government have all these plans in place. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is all about. But the Biafrans, whether you are in diaspora or you are in Biafra land or you are in that contraption called Nigeria, my dear, same message is back home. Help me share this message. Everybody needs to know what these people are really planning. You want to hear the headline? Let me show you the headline so that we can proceed to other things that we have for us this very day. Southeast insecurity. Government aims to rally the people against IPOB. They want to turn the people against IPOB. They want everything that is happening in the southeast now. Even a woman will have miscarriage, they will blame it on IPOB. You cook your food now and your food is half done. The federal government will tell you to blame it on IPOB. You sleep and you have a one kind dream where you see masquerade pursue you in your dream. Report to federal government. They will say it is IPOB that is chasing you. That is exactly what they want to turn. I mean, hypnotize the people, their brains and everything that they got to do, and they turn it on IPOB. In other words, increasing the protest that we have in the southeast. In other words, they are planning to reduce the population of the southeast. Do you think they are happy hearing that the Biafrans is over 75 to 80 million? Do you think they are happy? They are not happy. That is exactly the motive of Muhammad Buhari putting a Hope Uzodinjo in Imo State to carry out that very dastardly act. And what is happening? He keep on doing the work which he has been sent to do. That is the agreement he have already signed and sealed at the Sokoto Caliphate, where they have the gathering of the vultures that decides the affairs of this very particular contraption or zoo called Nigeria. You may doubt me. You may curse me at the comment section. You may say all sorts of things. But that does not change the fact that what I'm saying is the simple truth and nothing but the truth. Anyway, my wonderful people, we will proceed because time waits for nobody. You say all this news, after the whole news without toko, it makes no sense now. We need to explain it to a very understanding of the layman who knows nothing or who want to know about what is about to happen or what is happening or what has just happened in the contraption called Nigeria. What they are planning against the Biafrans, both in the secret and in the open place, have been exposed. And the Chukwopia Biama, the greater God, who made it possible for the Biafrans to survive, even after the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war against the Biafrans, which the UK and other their Western allies are part of it. Still yet, at the end of it all, there are no victor, no vanquished, declared by Jack Yakubu Gowon. After that, what happens? Most of our people have been reached in those days with millions and billions of pounds in their different accounts. But they were instructed to be given 20 pounds each. People who had money in their account, if you don't have money in your bank account, nothing for you. That 20 pounds is what survived Biafra till today. So, for you to know that even the international community is the envious of Biafra. The Nigerian so-called government is envious of Biafra. An Hausa man will come out and tell you there's a one Hausa speaker I'm watching. He is speaking it in Hausa language, but I can understand the language. I made them to understand that any day they let this so-called, him use that language, so-called Biafrans to go, that will be the collapse of Nigeria, because that is the main people who made, when you talk about human resources, it is from the Biafra land. Biafra land, you see, Nnewi, Aba, some part of Imo State. That is Singapore, Taiwan, China, and Japan combined together. If they ever allow these people to go. That is why anything you are doing today in Nigeria, even if the Biafrans are not benefiting anything in Nigeria, even if the Biafrans are not contributing anything to Nigeria physically, but spiritually and otherwise, underground work where the Igbos they do. That is why you see the so-called Fulani control government of Nigeria. They will not allow them to go. They will not. So, when I hear them, how do you think they take happen? Another headline we have here: 2.9 billion naira fraud. Jonathan's godson and or two others that have getting a 6 years jail term each for fraud. Well, I think that is where we are going to start our news this day. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this message. Very, very important and very, very necessary. If you don't do it, you're not a real Biafran. No. I cannot call you a Biafran or an Igbo man, but I will call you a saboteur. You get the point now? The Biafra government, they are about to collect woto because every of their evil plans concerning the Biafra always fall flat. They never ask themselves why. They have visited every spiritual houses, seeking the downfall of Biafrans. So anywhere they go, they will turn their back and tell them, do not cause who God does not cause. The gods never cause Biafrans. The gods are with the Biafrans anytime, any day. Not minding what we are passing through today. But tomorrow, we speak better. So, I want you to help me share this message so that you get to every nook and crannies of the people who their mind have been turned against their own people, who their mind have been hypnotized and fighting against their own Biafran brothers and sisters. Let them know that because in your highest they will give you 5 or 10,000 naira that will last you 24 hours and you become hungry again. Then what is the need? Before this wind of insecurity in the southeast comes on the lips of the Nigerian media, the southeast region has for long militarized to the brim. Yes, not true. Just as with every other territory under military siege in the world, the soldiers assigned to this region have been committing all manner of crimes, mostly in the night. They rape, they rob, they extort, and harass our Biafran citizens without provocations. Fortunately for the region, however, IPOB emerged from nowhere. And that is the day they started to have nightmares. The rise of the insecurity in the region and the consequent spurious moves by the Fulani Nigerian government and its pocketed duplicitous media to profile the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, as the culprit, call for urgent attention before we get bamboozled by the enemy media and so cast our stone at IPOB. Let us ponder on the processes that brought insecurity into existence in the region. That is what we're about to read. Listen attentively, please. Let's ask ourselves how the insecurity in the southeast began. What caused it? Who is behind it? And who fought against it? These are the symptotical questions that would not only help us ascertain the perpetrators, but also equip our minds to be able to digest the enemy's scheme in accusing the IPOB of whatsoever. Whenever the issue of Southeast insecurity is presented on the table, the Fulani movement called Fulani nationalism and popularly known as Ruga should come to mind. The Buhari government through Ruga occasioned insecurity on the regions opposed to it. Yes, not simple truth. That is why insecurity is keep on ravaging the people of Plateau and Benue. Many lives and properties were destroyed trying to force it on the people. IPOB being the single most important body in that violently rejection became an enemy of the Fulani government of Nigeria. Ruga massacred families heightened the tensions, destroyed homes and means of livelihood. The horrible stories of an old woman raped in their farms, young girls gang raped, mother and children butchered in their farmlands, villages burned, etc. were no good news at all. IPOB rose to the occasion in defense of our territory. It is said that politics and insecurity are one. The stealing of the people's mandate through the government imposition of Hope Uzodinjo as the governor of Imo State was to foster the implementation of Ruga. It was also to punish the southeast region that stood against Ruga through IPOB. By stealing the people's mandate, the government created insecurity that started ravaging our people. In other words, in a sane society that endorses democracy, protest remains one of the machineries citizens register their feelings. But in a flamboyant disregard to its own law, Nigerian government went ahead to massacre IPOB protesters, creating unnecessary tensions and insecurity in the land. Make una listen attentively. We are going somewhere. If the government intention was never to get at IPOB by creating insecurity in the most peaceful region in the country, what then was the reason behind the massacres? If the government should enforce a movement that decapitates her citizens, who then occasioned this insecurity upon the region? A simple question that demands an answer. In all intents and purposes, the Nigerian government, in their desperation to demonize IPOB, wants to rally the people against IPOB by accusing IPOB of being behind the insecurity in the southeast. My advice to the people is to stay focused and don't get hoodwinked by the brown envelope Nigerian media lies that keep on ravaging the people of the southeast and its environs. In another development, a federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, has convicted and sentenced the political godson of former President Dr. Ebele Goodluck Jonathan, Judge Tuna, to 6 years imprisonment. Okuta News learned that Tuna, who was a former special advisor to Dan Abia, erstwhile managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, and 2 others were imprisoned for obtaining money under false pretense. Presiding Judge Justice A.T. Mohammed also convicted the 2 others, Ebis Urubebe and Uzogo Chidiebele, of money laundering, conversion of funds, and forgery, contrary to Section 1, Subsection 1A of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offences Act of 2006, and punishable under Section 1, Subsection 3 of the same Act. The defendants were originally arraigned by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) in May of 2017, and they were arraigned on January 25th of 2021, and on 23 counts bordering on obtaining by false pretense, money laundering, and abuse of office to the tune of 2,894,500,000 Nigerian currency. This was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the EFCC spokesperson Wilson Owajeron and made available to newsmen. The statement said they were jailed on Thursday, September 7, 2023, having been found guilty of charge preferred against them by the Port Harcourt Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Additionally, the 4th, 6th, and 10th defendants were to return the sum of 180 million naira. Other restitutions include 5 million naira traced to the first convict, 100 million naira traced to the 6th and 10th convicts, and 50 million naira traced to optimal standard. They are to be forfeited to the DDC. Others are 46 million 760,841 naira 61 kobo and 494,371,086 naira and also 13 million naira respectively. All this money have to be returned to the NDDC account. My wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Now here we will tell you on. We are trying to make this message very, very short so that you can start it and finish it. That is my own concern. Not listening it at the halfway you concluded that all is not well. Well, listen to the message, digest it, love it, watch it, share it, and make sure this message get to your next door neighbor. That is why it is very, very necessary and important you share it. I'll be right back again with another blockbuster. Have a nice day and may the good Lord bless you. Bye for now. Kemesiano.